Hey YouTube, welcome to my fish room. This is my first video that I've done on my fish room. I've done some other videos on my tanks at my house, mostly my 125 gallon Mabuna tank. But I've got a fish room, it's up and running. It's nowhere near where I want it to be, but you got to start somewhere, and this is where I'm at after a few months of working on the fish room. So today I'm just going to introduce you to the fish room. Mostly in here the goal is to breed the fish. So I've got these tanks on end. I have mostly 20 longs and I've got 10s. Got them all on end. Got a few 75s and some 55s and a 125 gallon show aquarium over here. And I'll go ahead and start with that. My 125 gallon planted aquarium. Had this tank up and running for, I don't know, 5 months maybe. I feel like it's just been a struggle with the algae, but that's what you get when you get a ton of nutrients in the water. See, I've got angelfish in here, some Bosemani rainbows, cardinal tetras, black neon tetras, and scattered throughout the tank are a ton of catfish, Cichlids, and also koi cats. I've got some S-repens in the front, dwarf Sagittaria in the mid-ground, and in the background I've got all Amazon swords. So it's a real simple tank, just a couple different types of plants, but I really enjoy this tank. I just wanted it to look like a jungle almost, and it's getting there. I mean, I'm not quite happy with it. The algae has been terrible to deal with, all different types of algae, and I guess that's just what you get when you source a bunch of plants. You get the introduction of all that algae into your tank. So for the stocking, I've got these platinum angels, and I got them, they were about dime size. Now they're, I'd say, about 4 inches, and they're probably by far my favorite fish in the aquarium. I've kept cardinal tetras in several tanks. I've kept them with discus. If you reference back to one of my juvenile discus videos before I sold my discus, I kept them with cardinal tetras, and they're just a really nice supplementary, complementary fish, you know, for your main showroom fish. The Bosemani rainbows, I'd eventually like to breed those and just kind of growing them out in here. And then I've got one black angelfish here, and he's just kind of an oddball. He was in another tank, and the other ones I had just kind of got frail and died, and he was in his own tank for a while, and I just felt really sorry for him, so I put him in here, and he's just loving life now. So yeah, it's this is my best planted aquarium now. I'm about to do another planted aquarium over here with one of the 75s, and I'm going to do all high tech on that. I have high tech lighting on here, and I dose Excel, but I don't actively have any CO2 running on the tank. So this is the tank, and I really enjoy it, and I can just come to the fish room and I can just watch this tank. I could just watch it for hours and hours on end. But we'll move on. One quick look at the tank here. Okay, so I've got this rack here, and I just built this rack recently. I haven't even finished the bottom, but this is going to be an all cichlids rack. And so I'm going to do all American cichlids on the top and all African cichlids on the bottom. If you've watched my channel at all before this, you know that I've got a 125 gallon Mabuna aquarium at my house, and that's really my favorite tank, and one that I've really tried to showcase a lot. But I'm going to be breeding all African cichlids on the bottom here, and I just really like African cichlids, so that's why I'm going with that. I only have 2 different species in these tanks. I've just got some really, really nice German blue rams here. If I can get them to the front. Really nice. Got these from Imperial Tropicals, and I'm just so pleased with these rams. They just look so good. Their blue is just pops. You can't really tell on video. Maybe I can move the light forward here for you a little bit. They just look so good, and I plan on breeding these fish. I'm trying to pair them off. I was lucky enough to get 2 males and 2 females, so that's great. And we'll see where that goes here in the next few weeks. Check out this really nice male here. It's a beautiful fish. And then in here I've got gold rams. And these are really nice too. I also got these from Imperial Tropicals. And I just love Imperial Tropicals, guys. They just have great, great fish. Alright, it's just probably my favorite place to buy fish online. Especially African cichlids. All my Mabuna came from there. And some of my American cichlids that are in my 600-gallon aquarium at home came from there. So yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on in this rack. So my main rack in the aquarium, I call this rack 1, and it's pretty much full. I've got 5 tanks on the top that don't have fish, but the rest of the tanks have fish in this rack. This rack's been running for maybe 4 or 5 months. Kind of show you what's going on. Keeping fancy guppies all throughout here on this whole side of the rack. Got blonde tux guppies here. As you can see, there's just a million babies in here. In all these guppy tanks, really. Got some snake skins in here. Ton of babies. Ton of algae too. I just apologize for the state of the tanks. Couldn't remember what this species of guppy is, but it is some kind of blue something. I don't know. I'll have to reference that. I'll go into more detail on all these tanks with my next update. These are silver streak flamingo guppies. They're really, really, really nice guppy. I really enjoy this. This is probably my favorite species of guppy I have in the fish room. I have some black deltas at my house that I probably like a little more, but as far as the fish room, I got some painted platies in here. And right when I got them, they just bred like crazy. And I've heard online that platies won't eat their young, but they definitely did. And since then, I haven't had any luck trying to breed them. And then I just got some grow out red tiger motas in here. And these are growing out for my 600-gallon aquarium. I have 3 of them in here. This nice male right here in the front. Maybe I can get him to turn for us. Oh yeah. Really expect him to be a beast. He's only about 2 inches right now. Nice little female on the top there. So over here I have some other German blue rams. I got these from a different vendor. I won't go into who I got them from, but they're really just not of top quality like those other ones. So I won't be breeding them. I think about putting them in one of my show tanks eventually. Here I've got some Praecox rainbows, and they are just feisty little things. They just eat like crazy. And I've got 1 male and 4 females, so I'm gonna throw a mop in there. I think they're about ready to breed. They're about 2.5 inches, so maybe 2 inches. They're about ready to breed. And in here, I've got some yellow blaze cichlids. And they're really nice fish, but they're really skittish right now. I just got them a few days ago, so I'm not gonna be able to get a really good shot of them. There's the male back in there. So up here, I've got some cory cats. I've got pandas on the right. I kind of a mixed bag on the left. And the pandas have been showing spawning activity, so in the next few days, I'm going to check that sand for some eggs, see what I got. Got a little Sturba and Elegans koi right here in the front. Stir by in the middle there. Got one empty tank here. And I got some tiger barbs in here, and they're hiding because they saw me come up. I just got them recently, and so they're still a little skittish. So on the top rack here, I've got some cardinals, and I just got them recently, and they had ick really bad when I got them. Same vendor I got those German blue rams from, so I'm just really not happy with that vendor right now. Some neons in here, rummy nose tetras, and then some black phantom tetras that are hiding way there in the back. Can barely see them. I got all these from the same vendor, just not happy with them, just really. And then I don't have any fish on this rack yet. I just added substrate on that top left, 75 gallon. And the bottom left, that was a tank that I had some fish in. I took all the fish out, I'm overrun with snails. I'm just kind of letting it go right now. Not happy with it. I'm just gonna tear it down here soon and start back up. So I'll tell you a little bit about my plans here. I'm gonna do a high-tech planted tank in that top tank on the left, and then both the top right 75 gallon and the 55 gallon, I'm gonna do African cichlids. And I've already put the sand in there for the African cichlids, and I've got fluval stratum on the left there. So things are in the works, no fish yet. Want to get all the scaping done before I just jump ahead and get fish. So future plans, guys, I mean, I've got a lot going so far, but nowhere near where I want to be. Like I said, I've got this whole new rack for cichlids, and I don't even have it filled out. That's all I really keep at my house. And then I got a couple other tanks here. I got a Fluval Flex, a couple tins that I want to set up. And then right here on the ground, you can't really see. Turn the lighting up, maybe. Well, you can't really see, but I got 640 breeders, and I'm gonna build a rack right here for them. I've got all my fish here in 150 by 75 shop, so I'm only in about a quarter of it. Got a little pool table here in the fish room. And I've got some ponds over here. Not sure where I'm gonna set those up yet. Just kinda waiting on that. But yeah, here's a quick overview of my fish room. Guys, if you like this, please like and subscribe. I am pretty new to YouTube, and I don't have many followers yet, and I'd just really like some support. It would be great to just have the support of the YouTube community. I know I'm just a YouTube noob, but it would be great to just get some followers and start getting my videos out there. I'd like to do some more informative videos and show you my journey with these fish. So if you like this, if you think my fish room setup is cool, you know, it's still early, but if you think it's cool and it's got a lot of potential, like and subscribe, and we can go on this journey together. I'm just gonna keep grinding at this, and maybe eventually it'll be something that's really worthy of being talked about. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you watched all the way to the end, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. I'll keep giving you updates, and next we'll look at my 600 gallon and my 125 at the house. Thanks.